Welcome to Mainland, your local regional television station. I'm Carly Danner.
And I'm Rajat Agarwal. Here's what's coming up in the news. Flooding hits the region.
Fog cancels Nelson flights.
Free winter parking proposal.
Giants player chooses game over family.
And Sail Nelson named best in New Zealand.
The forecasted heavy rain for region caused extensive flooding on Wednesday afternoon, causing road closures, evacuations, property damage, and flight cancellations. Waimea Road was closed yesterday afternoon after surface flooding occurred around the city. Sections of road in Toi Toi Valley were also closed, while Rocks Road was reduced to one lane due to rock and mud slipping. The Victoria Square area didn't fare well as heavy rain caused an overflow from drains, which flooded into the shops from water cascading down Imano Street. The waterway caused by traffic also did little to improve the situation. Homes were evacuated in Murphy Street around 3:30 p.m., and Civil Defense Setup Center closed to the flooded areas at the Victoria Community Center. While surface flooding was taking hold of the Nelson-Tasman region also suffered from the heavy rain event, with a deluge of 146 millimeters falling in 6 hours until after lunchtime yesterday in the parts of Golden Bay. The Golden Bay High School sent some children home early to return to areas that were thought to be at risk of becoming impassable by flooding. Drivers encountered areas of surface flooding around the Tasman district, which took to some drivers by surprise even though warnings had been issued for drivers to take extra care. A Brightwater household suffering from flooding was assisted by the volunteer fire service to move household items from a basement which had flooded with 100 millimeters of water in the deluge. Wakefield's Higgins Road suffered from flooding with the lower rural areas completely covered with water. Today, both councils were in cleanup action around the region and all the Tasman roads are open, but caution advised on Higgins Road and Graham Valley Road.
Ellie Hamlin, now yesterday's downpour, it caused a few problems around the city. Can you tell me what clean-up actions have been happening today?
At the moment, we've just had our council staff and contractors just going around the areas where there were some flooding issues and where roads were closed, and basically just assessing what, if any, repair work is needed and cleaning debris and that kind of thing, just making the area safer.
Right. Now, the Victory flooding, has that left any kind of long-term damage?
Well, that's what we're looking at the moment, but at this stage, from what we understand, it's all fairly minor.
Right, okay.
But it is early days. It'll probably take us a couple of days to assess everything.
Now, it seems different areas get hit each flooding occurrence. Victory has not really kind of seen this kind of damage before, has it?
Not that I'm aware of, certainly not that I recall while I've been here, but we do have, I think it's the nature of Nelson's geography that sometimes you have areas where you just get really localised rainfall, and I think that's just the nature of the way our town is, and it's a hilly place, and that seems to apparently happen. But to be honest, I'm not an expert on that. You'd probably need to talk to someone like John Matheson, who's a weather guru, who may have a more technical explanation than me.
Right. Now, Ali, of course, with this event, we have seen lots of these kind of things happening in the region, but traffic was a problem yesterday, I believe, with vehicles moving through these flooded areas. What can drivers do in future when this kind of occurrence happens?
Well, when the water was highest yesterday, we were actually asking drivers to either avoid the area if they can. If they do have to go through an area where there is flood water, go as slowly as possible. Obviously, if it's getting over a certain level, people wouldn't want to be going through there at all anyway. But yeah, we have had the issue where people go through too fast. They create this sort of wave that washes over into people's properties and can actually make people's properties damaged that, in some cases, would not have necessarily had any water previously. So really, people just need to, if possible, ideally avoid the areas. But if they do have to go through slowly and carefully.
Right. Ellie Hamlin, look, thank you very much for your time today. I hope the clean-up isn't too extensive.
So do we. Thank you.
Rain and flooding isn't the only thing affecting the region. A blanket of fog that has rolled in is now causing several flights to be cancelled. Flights heading into Wellington, Auckland, and Christchurch from the Nelson Airport have been cancelled. Likewise, flights coming into Nelson from Auckland, Palmerston, and Christchurch have also been cancelled. Flights are expected to resume later on in the day when the fog begins to break.
Nelson retailers may be seeing some relief from their winter blues, as shoppers may soon experience free winter parking. A proposal is set to hit the Nelson City Council meeting where, if they approve the proposal, the public will see free parking for up to 3 hours and other travel perks starting next Tuesday and lasting through the end of September. Earlier this month, Council met with the city retailers to discuss the challenges they were facing revolving around customers having to pay for parking. It was described that meter parking, strict parking wardens, and parking time limits were not only hurting businesses, but also meant customers instead might shop in Richmond where parking is free. If the proposal gets the council's stamp of approval, customers would still have to be mindful of the parking time limits.
Nelson police are wanting to know the identity of this horseman. Constable Stephen Gardner is trying to identify an item of property believed to be stolen and would like to identify the person riding the horse in this photo, which is believed to be taken on or about the 11th of May at Rough Island. Stephen can be contacted via email stephen.gardner@police.govt.nz or by phone at 546-3840.
Nelson's Page and Blackmore Booksellers has just added another award to their list of national recognitions. The independent bookshop has been recognized for the Nielsen Award for New Zealand Bookshop of the Year. This is their third time winning this national award and has also been judged as the best bookshop in the South Island for the fourth time. The store was established in 1998 after two stores chose to merge together, and since then has had a strong, loyal following from the community. The owners had hoped to one day be named Best Bookshop, but have been amazed by their success of winning several times. The owners of Page and Blackmore have since then decided to sell the business. However, with several interested buyers lined up, it looks like this business will be left in good hands.
The National Basketball League playoffs are just around the corner for the Nelson Giants, leaving Giants forward Jamal Boykin caught in a bind. With Nelson's win over the Super City Rangers last Saturday and Waikato's loss to Palmerston North the next day, Nelson secured a spot in the Final Four, which is set to take place on the July 4th weekend, the same weekend as Boykin's brother's wedding, which is being held in the United States. Boykin chose the playoffs, a decision he knows his family understands. The family gets it, Boykin said. With two sons playing professional basketball, they know about making a commitment to the team. Boykin is new to Nelson and the NBL this season, but it hasn't taken him long to adjust. He leads the Giants in scoring, averaging more than 20 points a game. The Giants will play their final home game of the season Friday, June 27th against Southland in Saxton Stadium, in what is expected to be fan favorite Phil Jones's last game at home with the Giants. Friday's appearance would be number 368 for Jones, an NBL record. The Giants have dedicated the latter part of their season to Jones, who made his NBL debut in 1993 while still at Nelson College. Nelson unveiled a tribute playing strip last Saturday and will wear it again this Friday.
Sail Nelson has been named the 2014 Royal Yachting Association's New Zealand Sailing School of the Year. The award was contested by all RYA sailing and powerboating schools throughout the country. Sail Nelson brings in students from all over the world to Nelson, where the Tasman Bay region provides the perfect conditions to learn yachting skills in the waters around the Abel Tasman National Park. Richard Falk, who is the British-based training manager of the RYA, along with the head of RYA New Zealand, Neil Murray, presented the award to John and Woody Moore of Sail Nelson at the RYA Forum, held at the Coast Guard Boating in Auckland's West Haven Marina over the weekend. The judging criteria included the number of certificates issued, the feedback from students, and adherence to safety and other RYA policies. Moore founded Sail Nelson in 2004 and offers a range of RYA accredited courses to suit individual sailing skills and experiences, including RYA Competent Crew, Day Skipper, Coastal Skipper, and the professionally recognized Yachtmaster Offshore. Moore says Sail Nelson's success is credited to finding dedicated and knowledgeable sailing instructors from around the world. This is the second time that Sail Nelson has garnered this honor, as they won in 2010 as well.
And on a musical note, Dragons Under My Bed, a video by local children's entertainer Kath B, has been selected as a finalist in the APRA What Now Children's Video of the Year Award. The winner is decided by public vote by going to the What Now website and voting. We have the video for you now, but don't forget to go online and vote.
Something happens in my room at night. Straight after Mum turns out the light, I hear the giggling Then I see the glowing eyes of red, as if that isn't enough surprise. Little puffs of smoke, they start to rise. I hear the breathing deep and strong, and that's when I know there's something wrong. I've got dragons under my bed, not just one, a whole family instead. They don't hurt me, that's for sure, but they do make a mess on the bedroom floor. They throw my clothes all around the room. It's just like a bomb going boom, boom, boom. They even open up the wardrobe door and throw the contents on the floor. I pull our blankets up over my head, 'cause this is the part that I really dread. Starting with the books and then the toys, they make lots of mess and lots of noise. I've got dragons under my bed, not just one, a whole family instead. They don't hurt me, that's for sure, but they do make a mess on the bedroom floor. That's when I hear Mum coming at last. But man, those dragons are super fast. As soon as they hear the door go click, back under the bed they scurry quick. Well, a light goes on and I bet you'll guess who gets the blame for all that mess. I try to tell her it's not me, but she never does believe my dragon story. I've got dragons under my bed, not just one, a whole family instead. They don't hurt me, that's for sure, but they do make a mess on the bedroom floor.
After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.